Bro, we were talking also about like, you know, you referenced some like legal fees. We're gonna get into that in a second, but bro, those numbers just sound astronomical, bro. Like some people don't make that even in 10 years, bro. Just from like the whole legal fees. Like when you're putting that in your lyrics, bro, like you're letting people know how real it really gets.
I mean, like, in terms of like my legal fees, like, I can obviously understand they are kind of like extremely, but it's in proportionate with the team I got. Because I obviously have one of the best legal teams in the country representing me at the moment, like the best barristers, the best solicitors, and they're quite well known in their field. But like, yeah, like I think up to now I've maybe spent coming up to like 700k. I think by the time, if it goes to trial, hopefully it doesn't, probably excess maybe 900 to a million. But luckily for me, I've got friends and stuff like that, so I pulled in favors. Do you understand? I pulled in a lot of favors and I borrowed a lot of money off people in order to kind of get them bills paid and kind of get it sorted. But for me, I just don't feel you can put money on your life. And I feel like when you're in certain situations and you're innocent, you should literally just try to do the best that you can within your situation. But yeah, I definitely get what you mean though. Like the legal fees, they're crazy.
I mean, even when you found out how crazy the fee, like, were you even taken aback a bit, thinking, wait, this is these numbers actually even?
To be honest with you, yeah. At the time, I didn't give a shit. So listen, make it go to fucking 5 million. We go spend every penny till we broke. You understand? So at the beginning, it was like, listen, this is your freedom. Like money, you can always make it back, and do you understand? So for me, like, I did like at certain points, I was like, whoa, this is getting a bit mad now. Do you understand? But then it's like, what can you do? Do you understand? You just have to just try your best within your situation with what you can do.
The legal fees are crazy. So, you know, I do simple maths. If you hadn't done well in life on a normal tip, you would have probably been done for.
All right. If I didn't pay for my legal fees, I'd have never got bail. Like literally, I wouldn't be out here now having bail. Do you understand? And it's like I've like my legal team's quite big. So I have 2 senior solicitors. I have a junior barrister. I have a QC. I have lawyers in France. I have lawyers in Holland because my case is quite big. Like, and it branches like through like a few countries and stuff. But like, even like when I was in court and stuff like that, like just like the firm that's representing me and also my QC, she's basically, everybody says like she's like one of the best QCs in the country, and she represents a lot of like high level, high net worth clients. And when I was going for bail, it was like I was supposed to be going for my dismissal to get my case dismissed. When I was going for, they said they had to wait because of all these other cases, so I couldn't have my dismissal yet. So then I went for bail. And then like the prosecution, they were there saying like I'm some mastermind, drug baron, I own a jet. They were saying I was making £1 million a week. They were saying like just all these ridiculous things about me, and like he doesn't need a passport to get, it doesn't matter that he got his passport, he will escape, he will get out of the country, he'll be gone, he will disappear, he has multiple connections to this country. Like, I'm sitting in here, my mum's looking at me and saying, like, is this Pablo Escobar? Like what is going on in here? And then it's like, when I'm in the courtroom now, and obviously my family are telling me, like, when obviously my lawyers and my barristers will come through and stuff, like all like some of the people in the court are like, oh my God, she's here. Or, I'm not gonna say her name, but they're saying like, oh my God, what's her name? She's here. And then like a lot of like the people in the court were kind of like, and the people outside the court, like the other lawyers, oh my God, what's her name's here? She's here. My man's here. My solicitors are here. Stuff like that. And then she just like, she walked into the courtroom and then she just went, this law, that law, that law, this law, that law, that. I don't know what she was saying. She just said this, that, can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, can't do that. Like, and obviously she's a judge as well. And so she was just like saying all of these things, and then next thing you know, I was granted bail. And then literally, I feel like if you can spend the money and you can afford it, like, spend it. Do you understand? Like, you can't put a price on your life. And at the end of it, I don't know where this is going. I don't know if I'm going to end up in jail or if I'm going to be free or not. All I can understand is I just got to go into that courtroom and give my best appearance. And if it goes to trial, if I go to trial, just give my best thing that I can do to the jury so they can understand that I'm innocent and at the end of the day, this isn't me.
It's like almost, it's like people say you should have like your own private healthcare and this and that, but bro, see like lawyer fees in certain situations, when you're certain, not I wouldn't say certain life, but brother, the way your thing made the papers, bro, it was just like. And what I want to ask you, has this harmed any of your businesses, though? I mean,
I believe. I believe it's harmed a little bit of my properties and that with my name. So I think it's caused some issues with me in regards to like getting mortgages and stuff like that, like because of some of the checks that they've done and like the police were just doing some really like foul stuff. And I don't want to talk too much on it, but they were doing some like really foul stuff. Like I was arrested multiple times since coming out of prison for like driving down the wrong road, fight. Like it got ridiculous. And I got bail and I was still in jail for 2 weeks because the prosecution were literally like trying to fight the judge, and the judge is saying I've already given bail. This isn't a question about whether he's getting bail, and it was just
Bro, this is do you know it's weird because it's like they do see you as a kingpin, bro. They must do, because it's like a lot of energy they're putting in it. And do you know, actually, let me even leave that because I don't want to go deep in that, but it's just like your character to be able to stand up to this type of onslaught, bro. Like you said, you got faith in God and you got a good family behind you, because I think many people would literally crumble, bro, because it's those numbers that potentially, God forbid, are there, bro. It's like, it's do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, at the end of the day, I know why things are happening. Do you understand? And obviously, like, when it gets to court, they will be shown. Do you understand? But I just know that person, on why they're coming for me. I know why they're coming for me, but I've never sold drugs before. But I've never had anything to do with it. And the police know that. But at the same time, that's something for my legal team and for me to discuss. But in terms of like going through something like this and like looking at a sentence like this and looking at respectively maybe spending maybe 10 to 15 years in prison, so obviously you do half. So if you get 35, you may do half, 17 and a half, or you do 15, whatever. Yeah, so I mean, at first, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to lie, like the first 2 weeks when I came out, like listen, I was sweating. Do you understand? I was dripping. I couldn't really sleep. Do you understand? I couldn't really sleep in jail. Well, the first 2 weeks, after the first 2 weeks in jail, 3 weeks, so fuck it, cool. But then getting out, and then it's like, you might go back in again, that just made more sweat start coming, do you understand? And it was like going to sleep, and then it was like, I couldn't really sleep that much and stuff like that for like 2, but then I came to it, and then something just kind of come to me, and it's like, I think it was something in like an interview that Stinks done, where I think the interviewer was asking Stinks about like how do you look at like going to like prison or something like that, and then he was like to me kind of like I mean, not like to me, he was like to like with God, do you understand? Like he was saying like, bro, once we, and it's like, for me, it's like, I haven't just turned like, God, my man's caught a case, now it's God. Do you understand? Like, man's been God, and people that know me, man's been spiritual for a long time, do you understand? For like 7, 8 years, do you understand? I always believe in like living a certain way. So for me, it was like, when I just said, you know what, God, whatever path you're gonna put me on, I'm gonna take it on the chin, no matter which way it goes in it, and I'm grateful. So even if it goes the worst, I'm still thankful for everything that you've done. And that's how I intend to move on with my life, regardless of what situation it goes on. So even if the situation doesn't go well, I'm not gonna say, turn around and say, fuck you, or this or that. I still fully believe in whichever way it's gonna go. So for me, that just brought peace in my life. So like, I'm prepared for whichever way it's gonna go, and I'm grateful.
Bro, okay, so like, I guess we could kind of scale back to like first going in, like, bro, jail just feels like it's a weird experience, bro. I don't know, like, because you said you went in as an adult, bro. Yeah. Like, being locked in, COVID, like, bro, I just don't understand how that, because I would have gone to sleep, woken up and said, actually, this ain't a dream, you know. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually here.
Listen, I'm not gonna, it's like living hell. Listen, maybe like when you're going to, you're 20 or 22, maybe it's not that deep, you're young, like, do you understand? But it's like, when you're old, like, like, not old, but I'm 31, I'm grown, I'm an adult, do you understand? And so it's like you're looking at this place, and I'm looking at the cell, and like, my bathroom's like 5 times bigger than the cell. My sitting room's like 10, 20 times bigger than that, do you understand? So it's like, there's graffiti, do you understand? You wake up, you see graffiti on the top of the bed, the windows are barred up, the toilet, you're covering the toilet with tissue every time you put your arse in it. And then it's like, I don't know, like, obviously man got canteen, man's got bare canteen or whatever, but like...
Were you sharing with anyone, or was it just you?
Yeah, I was sharing, just what I'm saying. So you're in a double cell, so you got to share with man. Do you understand? Like, bro, like you got to wait for a man to leave the cell before you can have a bash. Like, it's all mad. You understand? It's all mad. You get me? And then like...
Well, this is how dumb it, and I know it was, forgive me bro, like, so like, I'm sound like an idiot. There's no curtains where you're shitting, is there? Or is it like, no. So man just basically has shitting in front of you? Yeah, shitting in front of you. So if I'm here, so where you're standing, you'll be shitting over there, and there's no. I mean, people do make these little like curtains and stuff like that, but like you can't actually see man shitting unless you get up out of your bed and look at man. If you're laying down or you're watching the TV, you can't see man. Do you understand? But like the area is very tiny and you can smell it. That's not like, that's It's mad.
It's a horrible place. It's a horrible place because, you know, but at the same time, like, I feel like it can help you as well. It lets you know who's there for you, what's real in life. It makes you evaluate and stuff like that. There's like pros and cons with it, you know? But listen, I wish prison a nobody. I do not ever wish for anybody to know what that's like. And especially like when you're older and like, you got these kids, they're like, do you understand? Everybody's talking and you got that wing's beefing with this wing, they're your ops, this guy's your ops. You got to, do you understand? And it's like...
But you went in with you went in musically with a name where people knew you were.
Yeah, quite a lot of people knew me. So when I was in there, so like loads of people were...
Was it positive? Was it negative? Was it still haters? Like how does that work?
I didn't have no problems in prison, to be honest with you. I literally had, I heard so much rumors. I got knocked out, my teeth came out, this, that, I got rushed. I heard so much rumors, but like literally, I didn't even have one argument throughout the whole 5 months that I was in. So it's like, but at the same time, it was COVID. So there wasn't like a lot of wings mixing. So you couldn't like free flowing and bump into bare different people. So there was other people on other wings and stuff, but you didn't really see much people. Because it was like, because you're 23 hours, you're in your cell.
Okay, so when you hear about these rumors that aren't true, like where do they come from, or what?
I feel like it just comes from jealousy, and I feel like it just comes from jealousy and hating, and you gotta understand, like when you're doing something, people want to see you fall, they want to see you drop. So like the amount of people that were happy that I was arrested and went to prison, like there was loads of people that were happy. He's getting...
Okay, what was that? Was that rappers? Was that just people from the roads? What was it?
I think it was quite a lot of people. Do you understand that? I think it was just a lot of people. Like I heard, like see, look. I heard bare people saying this. He's getting 35 years. He's done. He's finished. He's rubbed out. Blah blah blah. This and that. There was like all of that kind of like negative energy and stuff. And then I don't know. I feel like
how did that get to you though? Because was that more online stuff, or was it?
It was online stuff. It was online stuff. It was also just stuff that was just on the streets. It was stuff that was in Canary Wharf. It was stuff like around the traders and stuff like that. Like the traders were saying, like, and then there was like, yeah, a lot of stuff was in like Canary Wharf and stuff. And did it get to me? I don't know. I don't like. I can't see them. I ignore it. Like I don't know. Like when. I mean, a tiny bit. Like when people say he's gonna get 35 years, ha ha ha. I mean, it doesn't feel good. Do you understand? When you got people saying you're gonna get 35 years of your life and then they're laughing, it doesn't feel good, you know. But I'll hold that thought for 2 seconds and then that thought kicks straight out of my mind straight away, and I just ignore it.